We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played.
And off we go from Denver. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. Four touchdowns, one pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
They got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
39-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. He'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3rd and 2.
Completed number 0. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now here's Mahomes. That is caught. And he will have a Chiefs first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
A gain of 10.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Chiefs. First down.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
4 yards. That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Pacheco going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 3.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Number 10, Isaiah Pacheco. A 2-yard pickup.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a look at the man under center, now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On play action, McCarthy. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 15.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. 4th down. Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Mahomes now to throw. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18. That one goes for 24 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give right side for Pacheco. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Now loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
The Broncos offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Mahomes takes it himself. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. First and goal.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. That's caught at the 2. Touchdown! A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Broncos nothing.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. A beautiful fake. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And Denver getting set to take the field. And Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Here's McCarthy. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
A gain of 5.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now Mahomes. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
A 7-yard gain. And a Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Chiefs, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Now look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now it's Mahomes again. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score.
That time a 9-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
50-yard line.
Now again. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
KC's offense ready to take over. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
At the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills.
Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Denver's offense now set to go. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a handoff up the middle. Aldridge. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Corliss Waitman now, as he's on to punt for Denver. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Throwing left side, it's complete.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Broncos' 40-yard line.
Here's Pacheco headed right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 9 yards.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up
now McCarthy. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense and Xavier Worthy set to take over once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. 2nd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A quick throw caught by Rice.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That one caught by Rice. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Well, the Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
That's good for a Broncos.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brings up second and 10.
Throwing is McCarthy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
To the air with McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, the Broncos are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
To the air again, McCarthy. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown, Broncos. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Everyone felt like this game was over, but to be able to stay in it, put together a drive, score a touchdown, that's got to be a positive for them.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. We're getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Give to Pacheco off the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Big strides. Look at him go. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
14-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now 3rd down and 7.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Now here's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Aldridge. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
At the 18-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
To Williams on a jet sweep. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jameson Williams with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Broncos 14.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
A gain of 14. First down, Chiefs.
A handoff now for Pacheco. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there. And it's 2nd down. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. So here's a 3rd and 14.
That's a gain of 4.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Going to look deep here for Pacheco. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Denver's offense ready to go again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Aldridge. And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36.
First down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Contreras. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, Aldridge. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Down at the 31. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. McCarthy. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
A gain of 14 yards. And the Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Throwing middle, and it's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. On the RPO, he'll keep it, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. J.J. McCarthy, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Broncos 21.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Oh, good move. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he stopped immediately there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Now Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Mahomes pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Brings up third and 1.
Mahomes now on a sneak. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of a yard.
They pick it up on third and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, it totally was. I thought they'd go with it.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 60 yards. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Chiefs 42, Broncos 21.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Looking to put a drive together. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Incomplete.
Now a handoff up the middle. Aldridge. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now third and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
The 49-yard line.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they get this one to about the 20-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Second down and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
First and goal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
A gain of 8 brings up second and goal. At the 1.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. This likely a must-have. Third and goal.
Third and goal.
And McCarthy going to sneak it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Chiefs. First down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now a run with Pacheco. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 45-yard line.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
25-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Now McCarthy. Throw left side complete. That's Kramer. The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And he is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
19 yards. And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 46.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Sticking with a pass. Here's McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Another catch there for Waddle. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
Jalen Waddle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing is McCarthy. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line.
Broncos first down.
To the air with McCarthy. This is caught. Touchdown. Jamison Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And they'll begin by running the option. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Mahomes going to throw it here. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
First down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Kansas City, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.